You saw what happened today. This is what we're dealing with, and many of you asked me questions as to why I left the BDP. And part of the reason why I left the BDP, I've never quite said this, but it's out there and it's very clear. My first big fallout with President Masisi happened when the artist ATI was arrested. Last year, ATI was arrested, and I did a Facebook post. I was still BDP. In this Facebook post, I opposed the arrest of ATI. I basically said I found it quite funny that, a guy gets arrested for photographing a house. And, I guess President Masisi wasn't too happy with me saying that I found it absurd that we are arresting an artist for what ATI had done when we easily could have met the guy. And if we had met the guy, then there wouldn't have been a problem, there wouldn't have been a match, nothing would have happened. And then why you didn't say I didn't get thing. So at the end of that day, after that post, he did me a WhatsApp message. He basically screenshot my post and sent it to me. And then he basically said to me that, I shouldn't have done that. And he didn't quite think I had a right to actually say we shouldn't be treating ATI the way we're treating him. And once I'd said that about not arresting ATI, I think we had our fallout started then, because then we ended that conversation with him thinking I was not very loyal to him to have spoken like that. And sometimes being a stallion is a problem, because then I also told him I didn't think he should ask me about loyalty. I should be the one asking him about loyalty, because I'd given him the best of me at a time when a lot of our people and a lot of our friends were leaving the party, and I never asked for anything. So today for me was particularly emotional and a bit of a reminder of one of the major reasons why I left the party. Because then at that stage, when we had that major disagreement about basic freedoms, when we had a major disagreement about how we should treat citizens when they express themselves, the response from President Masisi wasn't of the person that I knew. It wasn't of the person with whom we've been campaigning. It wasn't of a person who had always said to me and to all of us that this country is ours and we are going to respect the people of this country and we are going to do for them what they deserve. One of the things we spoke about quite a lot, you can go back and check a lot of our Facebook posts and, his page and everything else. One of our key messages was always that President Masisi is like the guy next door. He's a person who understands what you've gone through. He's a person who would want freedom for the people of this country. So for me then, when we came to a point where I could see that the president was no longer quite going to live up to what he had said he believed in, I then thought this is no longer a place for me, because I really bought into it. Anything I said when I was out there saying to you, you gotta vote for this person, he's the guy next door. He's a person who I know very well, and he's a person who do well for this country. I meant it. So, today for me was interesting day, quite emotional, because it also is a day where I thought, this is where my relationship with this person actually started taking a wrong turn. And since ATI's arrest, then I knew it was never going to be the same. And I knew I wasn't going to go back. And then literally going back home, talking to people, I decided this is it. But anyway, this is not supposed to be like a sad time or sad moment. It is supposed to be, a happy day. They say all is good that ends well. And I think, I am happy that not only is Reverend Teary going to spend the night at home, but General Tuko and the other artists who had also been arrested and, denied representation when they deserved it will also go sleep at home. So for me, it's a happy day, but a bit emotional, because this is where the president and I had a major disagreement, at least insofar as the confrontation. This is where the confrontation was. You can't treat citizens like that. You cannot arrest the guy just because he photographed a house. He's been demanding and requesting to see you for a long time. You have not seen him. Please go see him. And he said, okay, well, you should have told me. And I said, yeah, well, I did. Remember, I gave you a plan. I gave you what I thought we should have done in order to deal with the artist. And part of this plan was see the person. Talk to him. Once you've seen the person, do a major speech where you speak to the youth of this country and to the artists of this country, and you say, look, I understand what you're going through, but please understand we're going through a difficult time with Corona. But post this, or even during this is my plan, and this is how we'll deal with the problems that you're going through. That is the plan. I said, I think this is what you need to say to the nation. He didn't adopt the plan. And I thought, well, he is not interested in this. Why should I sit there and pretend that it's okay? So I decided then to do a post and say, sometimes government act in ways that are not in their interest. Sometimes government can actually be stupid. And that is the post that marked the fallout. Yeah, I don't know if I was going to say it, but I'm saying it now because it's been a day that reminded me of that day. And it's a day when I knew things will never be the same again. But anyway, let's not make this long. Thank you so much to all of you. You guys are like super citizens. You stood with your fellow citizens. You were insulted, you're belittled, you're made to feel like you're not so intelligent by the lobby that is always out there to try to prove something. But you guys fought. And your fellow citizens cannot go back and sleep at their houses, at their homes, because of what you've done. So it's been a good day. They say all is good and all is well that ends well. So yeah.